Hello, my name's Hazel.
Hi, and I'm Alex.
The reason that we're doing this video is because we're buying our first holiday home in Spain. We've watched various channels on YouTube, but not all of them really go into the detail of the process of when you're just at the stage before getting your keys for the villa. This is something that we've thought about doing for many years. Alex?
Yeah, so I think it stems back quite a while. This for years we've thought about buying somewhere abroad, somewhere that we can enjoy as a family now while we've got a young family, but also somewhere for us for the future as the children grow up and we get to spend more and more time there. We did think about several different countries, and we've over the last sort of 12-18 months we've sort of decided that probably Spain was probably the best place for us to be. Number one, it's only a few hours from where we are in the UK, so it's easy to get to, which means we could probably use the villa more than we would have been if we'd gone elsewhere. Last year we went out there for 3 weeks. We stayed all around the Marmanor area, and we also went over the other side of Alicante up to the Javier Denia area and had a look around there. The main reason for that was although we knew we wanted to be in Spain, we weren't exactly sure where we wanted to be. We wanted to make sure that it was something that was right for us and right for the family, and somewhere we could use all year sort of round. So last year we spent quite a bit of time, like I say, on the Marmanor, around Los Alcres area. And to be fair, we thought that was lovely, and this year we arranged a viewing trip to go back there and view some properties in March of this year with a view to maybe buying something at that point. I'll hand back over to Hazel and she can explain what happened while we were there.
So we went for our wedding anniversary, which was 12th of March for the weekend. We'd booked back-to-back video trips. Unfortunately, I'd spent hours, we both had, looking on a place in the sun, looking at places with light. We gave all of them places to an agent, thinking we were going viewing them. We didn't look at any of them. But basically, it was a bit infuriating that we didn't look at what we'd picked. But what the agent did is he knew the area. He took us to loads of different areas. And the advantage of that was he showed us lots of different property types. And the places that we thought we'd like Cecina, we thought would be ideal. No, not for us with a young family. You're not near the beach. I think you're 15 minutes from the airport, 15 minutes from the beach. It's not very rentable. So we really want it not to make any money, but so we can sort of break even. So it's not really an investment. It's more of a bolt hole for us and our family to use that we can rent out when we're not using it. So the good thing about going around with the agent was he showed us lots of areas, and the area that we really liked was Punta Prima and the Torrevija area, which we'd not even considered really. So we did see a house that we really liked.
Well, I liked, should I say.
I saw a little Spanish house that I really liked, and my husband thought I'd lost my mind. I just totally got sucked in with the romanticising about this lovely little Spanish house, which was beautiful but was a money pit on reflection. He really did have to rein me in. So we slept on it and we decided, listen, if we're not agreeing, we're not going for it. There was a house that we both liked, but after we'd viewed it, the next day we rang and expressed interest, and it had already sold. That we love the area and we love the layout and everything. So it was a bit bittersweet, but we were happy when we came home because we'd found an area that we loved and we'd made a decision of where we wanted to be, which was a bit of a result because years ago it was Cyprus that we really liked, but with the price of flights and things and how the economy's changed, Spain just seems a lot more attractive, doesn't it?
It does. I think the thing was the guy that showed us around was lovely, and he really helped us make that decision as to where the best place to be was. I think the day that we went out there, we stayed in Los Alcres again, which is where we stayed last summer, and Los Alcres was really busy in the summertime. It was fantastic, but when we arrived sort of in early March,
It's dead.
It was absolutely dead. We walked around and we had the evening there, and the more we looked around, we were sort of like, not sure this is actually right. And as we delved more and more into it, we got to understand that actually the area itself is really used by the Spanish, and they have lots of holiday homes there, and they use it throughout the summer. People from Madrid and from Murcia and whatever else, which is great. But in the winter time, it is really, really quiet, and it's wouldn't have been ideal for us. So, like I say, the one thing the guy did do was he really introduced us to other areas which were more suitable to what we wanted, and I think what we needed going forward. At the end of the trip, he did turn around to me and say that would I do a video tour if there something came up, and would I be interested in doing that, and would I buy that way? And at the time, I sort of went, yeah to him. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, not too sure about that. You know, I mean, not too sure.
We were having a San Miguel at the time.
Yeah, I'm not too sure that, you know, that I could buy a place just off a video tour. But hey ho, yeah, I mean, we thanked him for everything. We thought, we'll fly home. We were not in any desperate rush. If the right place came along, then that's fine. If it didn't, we'd carry on looking and we'd go from there. So Sunday morning came, we went back to Alicante Airport and we flew home. Unfortunately, on that trip, we hadn't actually bought anything, yeah. When we got home though, Hazel, yeah.
I'm part of a lot of groups on Facebook, that like buy and sell groups and property groups, because we've been looking for some time. And a property came up in Los Altos, which was pretty much around the corner from the one that we liked that had sold. And it was €20,000 cheaper, same size, everything, and it even had a bigger 2 communal pools rather than 1. The communal fees were less, and it was in the area that we really liked. So we did a video tour. We love the villa. Everybody that we showed the pictures of loves the villa. It's quite simplistic. So we put an offer in.
Yeah.
We bought. So I'm a building surveyor. My husband's a chartered accountant. I don't know if we're being brave or
I'm hoping that what we have bought is actually there when we actually go to it. To be fair, the agent was lovely. The solicitor that we are now dealing with knew the people that had the place before. To be fair, like I say, it's been a lovely process so far. That's really what we're going to do the video on. Yeah. So as I said, we've been out there. We've ended up buying something on through a video tour. We've not actually been and seen it yet. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to do this video, these tours as we go along the stages, all the way to the point of us getting the keys and then exploring the area where we've bought this new place. So what we'd like is, if you'd like to follow our story and see how we go on, which could be quite interesting, please like and subscribe to our videos, follow us, and we'll take you through the tour as we go through it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So
thanks. Hopefully see you soon.
I'm Hazel and this is Alex. So yeah, if we've not bored you to death, you know, follow us by all means, and you can follow us on a journey. Sorry, that sounds really naff. And see how we progress. We'll do other videos just showing like a guide of the different stages we followed and what not to do and what to do in hindsight, and we'll go from there. Okay, thank you. Sorry, our selfie stick's not working. Bye.